is now going to be a remote based exam. Are you all aware of it? The people who are from India, this is applicable to you all. Okay. Those who are outside India, I don't think it's applicable for Middle East. So just 1 minute. I want to share it again. So if anyone is there from Middle East, you will not have to do a remote exam. You will have a center-based exam. Okay. So we are going to discuss this remote-based exam, which is going to be conducted for you all. I think they have already shared with you a video on the remote-based exam. How many of you have seen it? There's a link to some videos that have been shared with you. Have you all seen it? Okay, fine. So now I'm going to explain to you about this remote based exam, and then you can also have a look at that video. Okay, because you'll have to book your exams, how to go about it, and before that, what should you keep ready from your end to make yourself exam ready. So first of all, why do they have this remote based exam? In the remote based exam, they want to replicate the exam in your home. Just like how you would sit in an exam hall and do your exam, they want to carry out the exam in the same manner. And of course, they want to maintain the integrity of the exam. So that means whatever rules apply to an exam hall should apply here also. So now we are going to understand what those rules are and how you will ensure that you maintain the protocol of the exam. So first of all, this exam is conducted by an organization called Pearson, which is experienced and known for its integrity. How is it known? It is regularly conducting international exams like CIMA, CFA, CPA, and so on. So please don't worry that, who is going to take our exam? Are they going to do it properly? Nothing to worry about it. They are people who are very experienced in this field. It's just that ACCA is associated with it. We are also doing our other exams also through them, but for remote based also now we are using them. So first of all, rest assured, your exam will be smooth sailing if you meet the infrastructure requirements. So let us see what is it that you should have in your home and how do you make yourself ready for the exam. So first is you must have a desktop or a laptop which is your own, not office provided. Okay, 1 second. I just want to put an animation so that this is you must have a laptop or a desktop. It should be owned, not provided by the office. Why do you think it should be owned and not provided by the office?
because of certain restrictions, maybe.
Security,
Yeah.
Firewall.
some firewalls.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes it's a different thing that you get a permission from your office, but they have their antivirus. So, that can stop your work, or those pop ups will come up on the screen and things like that. And your exam has to be done without any application running on the background. So, all of you are advised to please use your own laptop or desktop and nothing of the office. Second is don't go in for any tablets. Okay. Next, your equipment must have original window, no duplications. Again, if you don't have an original window, you never know when it could fail anywhere. And over and above that, ACCA always talks about integrity. So please ensure that you have proper version of your original Windows, no pirated versions. Okay. Next is your internet. A wired internet is recommended, but sometimes you may say, I don't have a wired internet, then what do I do? You must have a strong Wi-Fi. But please don't go in for hotspot and dongle because you never know when there are going to be issues. Okay? We don't recommend you to please go in for all these things. You must have a strong Wi-Fi, recommended a wired internet. That would be a recommended. And also one very important thing is you must have a UPS support. If electricity goes off, Partha, only I would suggest you go in for laptop or desktop and nothing else. If you have any other thing that you would like to ask, I would put it up to the Eduyash and get back to you. But to the best of my knowledge, I don't think we can use an iPad. Okay. So I'll just note down, and that replies will come to you in the group. But to the best of my knowledge, I don't think that is going to be allowed. Let me just make a note of your queries. Just a minute, please. So,
Ma'am, can you tell
yes,
us
tell me.
again about the mandatory to have UPS support?
Yes, see,
This point.
what happens is if your internet goes off, there's no electricity, will you be able to do your exam? It's as simple as that. If you don't have UPS support, you will not be able to do your exam. It's not the UPS support for a laptop. Even your internet should be in a place where there is a UPS support. It has to be there, because if the internet goes off, maybe it is for 1-2 minutes, it's okay. But if it just goes off for some time because of non-availability of electricity, then there is a problem.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Okay. Sabita, yes, that is a problem. You will have to have a laptop, personal laptop. You can take it from some friend or relative of yours, but please don't use the office one, because the firewalls and things like that will interrupt you, and they don't want anything on the background to be working. So how are you going to manage it? That is the issue you would face. Okay. Again, I'm telling you, please don't take hotspot. Mobile network is a hotspot. Please don't take it. That is not recommended. You don't know when problems can arise. Because people have been in the last, I'll give you the statistics of some people who lost their connections and they could not do the work, could not finish the exam. I'll give you the statistics. So this is what we are telling you. We are mandatorily telling you. Otherwise, after preparing for all of this, if this problem comes up, then how do you manage it? Okay. Test your system before you give the exam. Now, there is a link from which you can test your system. Okay. That has to be done before you, not just before you give your exam. I would suggest you test your system when you are filling your form. When you're applying for the center, also test it. And after your center is filled, is come through, or after you booked your exam, also test it many times, a few times before the exam. And now, what is recommended is that when you test your system, this is recommended, test it on the same equipment. Of course, you must always test your system on the same equipment you're going to use in your exam. Okay, that is the purpose. Don't test the system from another equipment. 100% from the equipment you're going to use for your exam. But they also say that you recommend it from the same place that you will sit to give your exam. So if you're going to give it in a particular room, go and test your equipment in that room. That is recommended. But I know some people will not be sure, because on the day of the exam, you may go and do the exam in some friend's house because internet is better, or you may go to a hotel and take a accommodation for that exam. It all depends on your circumstances. So I cannot elaborate to you, but this is recommended. But you must take the test on the equipment at least many times, a few times before your final exam. Okay. So when you test, it looks at your internet availability. It looks whether your camera is okay, whether your system is okay. Everything you will get a yes reply from them. That makes your system ready for tested. Next, very important, ensure that all background applications are closed. So very often people have AnyDesk. Delete it. Zoom, delete it. Background applications, including antivirus, delete it. We don't want any notification to come. Your exam must be on one window. You should not change windows. You should not open any, no notification should pop up. So see that all the pop-up notifications are all closed. These are all technical issues on which your exam can get rejected. So please be careful about this. The preferred monitor size is 17 inches. I think that is what we find comfortable. But if suppose your monitor is smaller, then you should practice the software from the VPP application platform, practice platform, and get familiar, because when your software is small, even when you have a question answer and many pop-up windows, your overall size of those windows will look small. So you may not be too comfortable with it. So get used to that. Now, when you're on your exam to be written in a closed room, no disturbance of any form. Now, if you look at the video of this exam protocol that they ask you to follow, they literally show one person entering the room and locking the door. That means no one coming in. Second, in that room, see that there are walls. There should be no glass. If there's a glass, close it with a curtain. Okay, there should be no one in the room. In fact, when you start your exam, the examiner may ask you to show the picture of the whole room, the video of the whole room, to confirm no one is there. So see that everything is in place, nothing cluttered, no books around, nothing at all. Where you are taking your exam, see that room is looking perfectly fine, because if they notice that there is something with which you can copy, they can reject you. So take a room where there'll be no disturbance. No one should knock your door for any reason. Okay. Also, keep your phone on silent. You keep the phone with you, but on silent. And very important, don't answer unless it's from your invigilator. I'll tell you the experience of the students in the last time. During the exam, one of the students, someone knocked the door, opened the door, and called him for some lunch or something unknowingly. That person got disqualified because there was a noise on the background. Your microphone will be on, so they can hear any noise on the background. Also, see that you don't talk at all. Some people have the habit of reading something aloud. You'll be doing movement of your lips. The software cannot recognize anything. So it can think that you're copying. So please think you're in an exam hall where you cannot make any noise. So please don't read anything aloud. Also, on the exam table, you can only have a calculator, no paper. So no scratch pad. If you're not comfortable to do your workings without a scratch pad, get yourself familiar. The exam software gives you a scratch pad on which you can write all your workings. So if you're not yet comfortable with it, when you're doing your practice, open one particular sheet, maybe like if you're going to the exam software, open the scratch pad and try it out. Otherwise, you can open any small document where you will only be able to type. Okay, so just type and see how you'll be typing your workings. If you're not comfortable, how you'll do, practice that also. Next is, don't wear a watch. There will be a watch that is on the screen, which is shown to you. That is good enough. Don't wear the watch. You should be present in your exam half an hour before the scheduled time. Okay, half an hour before your scheduled time, sit there, get your system tested, sit calmly and wait for your exam. Because when the exam starts, we are under so much of tension. So that half an hour will let you calm down and you'll be comfortable for your exam.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
one doubt, like how they will be make sure that we are making honesty, like we have mobile phone, so we can Google and copy, right?
When you will touch your phone, can they not make out? There's an invigilator who's watching you. There's
Okay,
a
so
software.
video should be on every
Yes, your
time.
camera has to be on.
Okay.
Camera has to be on. When they test your system,
Mm-hmm.
there is a camera requirement there. I told you, when you test your system, they are seeing whether the camera is there. The video will be on all the time. There's one person invigilator who will be having a software with which he's seeing your video.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I forgot to tell you, yes, the video will be on all the time. So again, that will indicate to you what is happening. Okay.
Ma'am, but this video on is again a problem, like writing exam and seeing that video is on.
No, why is it? You're not, that video was not going to be shown to you, na? Your video, no, when your camera is on, does it mean that you can see what is going, your face on it? You can't, na?
Okay, I will not be able to see the invigilator, right?
You won't be able to see. He
Okay,
can
okay,
see.
okay, fine.
Your camera will be on. He can see what is happening on your, facing your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
He can see your face. So even preferably keep your face on the screen. Don't move your face here, there and all. That also can indicate something. So be very careful about that. Okay. Next, they'll ask you to show your room to confirm you're alone. So they will ask you to show the whole camera everywhere around. Next is they give you a 5-minute comfort break. Okay. For that, you have to take permission from the invigilator and then get it. Now, this invigilator is not only one invigilator for you. He could be an invigilator for 20, 30 people. I don't know how many. So by the time he comes to you and asks you gives you a permission, it can even be 45 minutes. Okay. So be prepared that it can take you 45 minutes. So my suggestion is those of you who need to go for the break, please avoid the water drinking to a minimum level so that you can be comfortable. And why I'm saying is that in the last exam sitting, the students, some of them were not comfortable because when you don't go for the break, then you're under pressure. So for 40, 45 minutes, you're not able to concentrate. Okay. So take care. This is what you must be prepared. If you want to take the break, this is the issue. And remember one thing, you have to start your exam half an hour before the exam. You will start your video and then 3 hours 15 minutes. So literally 3 hours 45 minutes has to be sustained by you. So have water minimum and see that you avoid the break as much as possible. Okay, so that is why you'll take a practice of the exam under these circumstances much before the exam. Okay. Sandeep, noise level, you have to see that there is no noise because the background, your screen is there. Background noise, I know you can get a background from the building, from your neighbors, from anywhere, but that is something that has to be overcome. Also, I told you don't talk on the exam. Software can mistake that you're talking to someone in the room. So be very careful about it. Okay. Now, so that is it on the exam. Now, while you're doing your exam, sometimes your exam may just stop and you're not able to complete your exam. What happens? So your exam may be incomplete because of technical issues or some other issues. What are other issues? Not following guidelines. Can you tell me what could be the issues because of which your exam is incomplete because of non-technical issues? What could be those issues?
Maybe like the sound talking, which the software is capturing it as a somebody discussion.
Yes.
Camera is off. Camera is off.
Yes. Yes. Now,
You're taking more than 5 minutes of the break.
Yes. Someone knocking your door. Anything. Okay.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
there is no excuse at all. You're just chucked out of the exam. Okay. On the other hand, if it's a technical issue, you can tackle it in two ways. One, it's a pure technical issue. What's a pure technical issue? Internet went off. Okay. Then you'll be allowed to carry forward your exam with the fees will be carried forward for your next attempt. Of course, you can't just say from your end, you should be continuously in touch with the invigilator. There, use your phone to keep on constantly conversing with him. Keep the copy of your chats with the invigilator, explaining your problem. Okay, copy of the chat explaining your problem. Please put that also on record because you will have to justify it. Okay, what about the sound of the bell ringing? Okay, Keshav, in my house, the bell has got a connection in the house where I can off a switch. So, or from the main, you can off the switch. So please look at the way in which you can do that so that the main bell is put off at that time. That's what I can try to tell you. Okay? Because
ma'am,
I cannot tell you if there's an odd problem, I can't explain to you. Sometimes the invigilator will understand, but I am not able to tell you that how they would take it. So they say no sound should be there. Yes, tell me.
ma'am, saying something.
Okay,
Just
think
forgot.
over. Doesn't matter.
Ma'am,
Think
how,
over.
sorry,
Think
ma'am,
over
how
and tell
can
me
we
out.
get the,
Just 1 minute, 1 minute. Think over and let me know after some time. No worries. Yeah, tell me. Next query. Next query.
Ma'am, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
So basically, invigilator would be in touch with us over the mobile. Does
Yes.
that
Yes. So your phone should be on silent and you can only converse on that. You can send a chat on the mobile.
chat through which portal? I mean, would it be kind of a specific portal we have to download, or it's just the, they'll just call us directly?
I think your message box or WhatsApp, I'm not sure. Okay. I think your invigilator will let you know, but I'll just put it as a query because even I'm not sure. So share, talk with, sorry, chat with invigilator
or
through.
if they're calling, how they get our number, or how we get the invigilator contact details?
Exactly. So I'll put this forward and you will get a message on this in the group. Okay. Okay. I live in a PG and people keep ringing the bell from other rooms. Sabita, I understand your problem, but the problem is that the point is that you have to get a place where there's privacy. That's why I said that some people take a room, a hotel or something on that day and do their exams there because we cannot have any kind of problems. So if you find that this is not possible, then you will have to look at alternatives. Otherwise, you may not be able to do the exam. That's the only solution I can think of. Carry forward of fees to another date? No, it will, from my knowledge, the carry forward is for your next attempt. I don't think it is for any other date. It is for to the next attempt. So again, I will note this down, but I don't think that it is just a carry forward. So carry forward of fees.
And ma'am, if there is a genuine technical issue, let's say internet went off or whatever it is, right? So the amount of time which has gone into solving that technical issue, so would that be given back to us or added to our total time? For example, it's off by 20 minutes or 25 minutes. So would that be added back to our total time limit?
To the best of my knowledge, it is not. But again, I need to check. Okay, 1 minute. I got one reply from the Dish. When you check, you get a link on your phone, which is a Pearson software. That's how you stay connected. Okay. So have you got the reply? When you check, you will get a link on the phone, which is your software, and that's where you will connect to your invigilator. And second query, extra time is not added.
Ma'am, can we have a separate center available where we can go and
Now
give the
you tell
exam?
me one thing.
Is it
Why
possible?
is it? You tell me
Hello?
one thing. 1 minute. Can you tell me that why we are having this in our houses? Because we cannot communicate with others, right? We have the problem of Karuna now, no? That is why they have done it. So I don't think that they can give you a separate
Correct.
center, right? So that is not possible. That's why they're doing it from home.
And ma'am, this is all India, right? India wide.
Yes, yes.
This is one-time arrangement. And if there is Corona is not there,
Yeah, then they have a
December
center-based exam. They may
can
have a center.
go for the center. Correct?
Yes, yes. Now it will be looking at exam by exam, they will look at it. Okay. Exam by exam, they will look at these issues.
But ma'am,
That's all.
once I think what he was trying to say is once it's now from center based to remote based, they will not again change it to center based, right? It will remain until at least for this June attempt.
See, for June, it is remote. There's no two
Yeah.
doubts about it. For December, they will take a call at that time. I cannot tell you whether it's become a policy to make it always remote based, but as of now, it is remote based. Okay. Okay. Now, Purva says that if there's a genuine issue like a sound of a cooker or dogs barking or the sound from the neighbor's house, I hope the rules are not so stringent to consider this is not following a guideline. I do agree with you, Purva, but then you will have to then inform your invigilator if they ask you. But again, I cannot tell you exactly because someone can say that this noise went on for 20-25 minutes. So they would not encourage you, because then in that period of time, suppose you got some other noise which helped you in your exam. So it's all going to be a very you can say situation based.
Situation based, yeah.
We cannot exactly give a reply to you, but we need to take care about all these things. Okay, so it's a bad luck sometimes when these things happen. 1 minute, I'll come to that cancelling of your center based, just few minutes. Now, so when I said if your exam is incomplete, it can be two things. You can have a technical issue or non-technical issue. So if it's pure technical, then they give you a carry forward of your fees. Okay, but if it's a technical issue, again, there's something called as a mitigating circumstances. Okay, so what does that mean? I'll just come to it. Before we proceed, I just want to share with you some statistics of what has happened about the students, our students who took the exam in the last, and what happened to them. The last sitting 220 appeared. 3 had integrity issues. Phone rang, disturbance in room. They took a long comfort break, etc. So they were part of this. 12 students had, yes, tell me.
So their exam was cancelled.
No,
For those
integrity
people.
means what? Integrity means what?
Yeah, integrity means that it was not as per the rules and regulations, and they were, they were situation
They were
where they
stopped
fall
from
there.
the
They
exam.
was exact. So they were, it was cancelled for them.
It was
So
cancelled.
can they appear? Can they appear in the subsequent, or it's more of a debar from attempt?
1 minute, 1 minute. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think it's a deep. Integrity means your score has become 0, and now you will have to again pay your fees and appear the exam.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Now, next is they found 12 students had technical issues. They got refund. Like we said, internet, electricity. Okay. So they were constantly in touch with the invigilator. You will get your refund not because you had a problem, but you never interacted with your invigilator. You have to keep on messaging, keep all those messages with you, because you have to provide evidence of this to get your refund also, or get a carry forward of your fees. So that is required. Now 7 applied for mitigating circumstances and they all cleared. So what was those mitigating circumstances under which you can clear your exam? I'll tell you about it. So first is, mitigating circumstances happen when 3 things can happen. First is if there was a recent bereavement in your home, okay, maybe during the exam, you have to stop the exam. Severe illness prior to sitting or during sitting the exam, or immediate care of a relative with severe illness, or technical issues. Okay, so now if there's a mitigating circumstance, you have to provide proof of the mitigating circumstance. So you should have medical letter, official certificate, incidents report. Okay, and where the circumstance relates to a technical issue, we will review the internal information in regard to this in order to understand the issue that have affected your exam. So what could it be? Maybe that invigilator is chatting with you and writing to you, and you're writing to him exactly what was the situation. And you should save all your phone chats, right to ACCA. Okay. Now the question arises, how did these 7 clear? When you apply for a mitigating circumstances, it works like this. Suppose you have attempted your exam for 2 hours and 30 minutes. And you have solved 80% of the paper. If they're convinced that it is a mitigating circumstance, then they do some rule of something like a prorata, and they give you marks out of 80% and make that to 100%. So You can apply for mitigating circumstances if you're confident that what you wrote, you're capable of passing. Because if you apply for a mitigating circumstance, you will not get a refund of your exam or carry forward of your exam fees. So if there's a technical issue, like one of the students in the last time had a technical issue after 2 hours, but that student had solved around, I think 70% of the paper, and that student got around 60% or something like that. So one student got some 50%, some other students got about 60% because they did some rule of prorata. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but something like a prorata was used, and on that basis they solved and they passed. But so you can apply for mitigating circumstance if you feel that entire paper that you solved for that particular period of time is capable of you. When you go for prorata, you will 100% pass, then you can do it. But if you're not confident, don't go for it. It's better because then you lose your fees. It's better to go in for taking another attempt where you can tell it's a technical issue and take your fees carry forward for the next attempt. Okay? Any doubts?
Hello, ma'am. You mentioned
Yeah.
that UPS is mandatory, but we have a power backup, but sometimes the power go off for a second, for some 5 seconds, 10 seconds. So that will be also be considered an issue.
No,
Technical.
if it is, see, I'll tell you, a power cut of a very short time is allowed. I
Yeah.
mean, you are losing your link, but they won't give you extra time. That power cut of that few seconds,
But that
maybe
time,
5 minutes or so, 5 minutes or so, probably they'll allow you. But if it goes for extended, then it won't be allowed.
Okay. Even that time, the power means the internet will be off for some few minutes and seconds. That
Yeah. So your power or the internet, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So now there's a query. If we put our phone on silent, how will you get to know the individual calls? And what if we receive a call and look at the phone for a split second just to see who? That split second is okay. See, when someone is copying, it's not a split second. That one is going on looking. So the invigilator, they are used to it. They can understand. And these are people who are doing this work for many years. So they know exactly when the person is cheating and when he's not. And you are talking to the invigilator. So someone is saying that, how will I know the phone is silent? If the phone is on your desk and you're writing, there is a light that comes, no? There'll be a light that blinks saying that there's a message. So you'll be able to make out when the message comes in. There is a setting on the phone, do not disturb, when you may allow calls only from a particular number and no one else. Okay, someone has given a reply. We recommend UPS. Don't risk electricity failure. We understand some societies have power backup, but please install a UPS for modem. Okay, this is a recommended thing that you will have to do. All right, now that you understood what is mitigating circumstance, how do you use it in your exam to your advantage? I would recommend to you that you should attempt all the questions that you're most confident, choose and do it first. So that if by any chance the last half an hour, last 20 minutes of your exam is gone due to a technical issue, you will see that you've attempted all the parts that you know very well in getting good marks, reasonably good marks. So when they do a prorata, you may be at an advantage. So that is why the order of your exams, please choose the questions you're most comfortable and you can solve within the given time as the first, second, third, fourth. So if you're not comfortable in doing a consolidation question within the time, even though you're confident of it, I would suggest then take it later on. But if you find question 3, 4 are comparatively easy, especially question 4 is totally just a explanation kind of a question without even numbers, you're comfortable with it, take it up first. All right. Now the next thing, the deadline to book your exam. Center-based exam, it is by Monday 26th. I think most of you have booked it, right? Have all of you booked it as a center-based exam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now someone asked me that if I book my center-based exam, will it get cancelled? Yes, they will cancel it. They will cancel it and then they will ask you to book it through the remote-based exam. And the deadline for that is 3rd to 9th May. Okay, 3rd to 9th May is your remote based exam. 2 minutes, just I want to see if you're on a laptop which has an inbuilt battery only for modem, unless you think your laptop will lose charge, you can. Okay, so this is one more reply that has come to your query. Okay, all right, I'm going back to your exam. As I told you, you will get your remote based exam booking starting from 3rd to 9th May. Remember that there are limited seats, first come first basis, so please see that you book it as soon as possible. Next, what about students who have not yet booked their center based exams? Even though you know there's a remote based exam, my suggestion to you is that book the center based exam, book it by Monday. Why I'm saying is that during the last time, the remote based exam was made available to those who had booked the center based exam. It was not available to others. So if you have not booked a center based exam, we don't know how it is going to happen now. It may happen that we are not going to give you because you didn't book it earlier. So please book the center based exam, book it in any center, even if it is Kerala, anywhere, it will get cancelled and you will get a remote based booking available to you. Okay. Now we come to the next part, timing of your exam. Okay, how to book? You can visit the page, and how to book, there's a page. There you go to your exam, book now. In that you put your credentials and it will take you forward how to book it. Now while booking, I just want to tell you two things. Someone asked me the timings. So first of all, your exams are 3 hours and 15 minutes. 3 hours, 15 minutes. Okay, and they start from 8:30 a.m. The first slot is from 8:30 a.m. Next slot 8:45, 9 o'clock, right up to 1:30 p.m. Now, if you were given the chance, what would you choose as your slot?
1:30.
Why 1:30? Why not 8:30? I'm fresh in the morning. Why 1:30?
More disturbance in the morning.
So someone will say 8:30, right? Peace, less
Maybe
noise. Okay,
get some
okay.
time to
Okay.
refresh.
Okay, okay. I'll tell you why. What we noticed was that, okay, that when you book your exam, when a person who gives at 8:30, he finishes by 11:45. Very often he shares what were at least the background of the questions that came. Okay, so, and what comes at 1:30 has some things from there. Okay, they do contain questions that were already there. They repeat some questions. So it is good to go for 1:30. At least you get some feedback from others who are giving the exam on the earlier slot about what could probably come, and you have around 1 hour till 1 o'clock for your exam. So
then the
that
people
is why
who are booking, then the people who are booking 8:45 should be helping others on this group.
now that is up to you all. Okay, so that is why people prefer to book at 1:30. Okay, people book at 1:30. See, I'm just telling you from past practice. Now, if in this exam nothing is nothing is told, then don't come and tell me why did you say that. I'm just telling you that we notice that something like this can happen. So that is why it is preferred for 1:30. But please don't sit laid back. Someone is taking 8:30. He's going to tell me that time I will look at it. No, please don't do that. Okay. So I would suggest to all of you that book from 1:30. If not available, go for 1:15 and then 1 o'clock and go back. That's how we do. So when you book the slots, if this is not available, go for one slot before, one slot before, one slot before. That's how students do. But I have told you what it is. Now you all have to take your call on it. Okay.
So, ma'am, the question paper is similar and not exactly the same for different
Yeah,
slots.
yeah. It won't be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But topics, some things can repeat. And they did repeat. They did repeat. That's why. Any other doubts on this?
Ma'am, is there any way it can be CBE?
Not this attempt.
I'm finding it so stressful. Just
No,
maybe
no,
it's just
no.
me.
Don't stress. Don't stress. Don't take stress at all. Let me tell you, it is not stressful. It's not stressful. After coming out of the exam, you'll feel like you've achieved something great. Don't worry. It's just a matter of time. And I know that when we are prepared, also we have stress. So it's not that you're not prepared, so you're telling about stress. Anyone who's prepared also has stress. So don't worry about it. That's part and parcel of the game. Tomorrow, when we are working, also we have to take stress everywhere. No? So let's take it in the right spirit. Practice well.
Right.
You should be able to do. I don't think there's any issues.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, one thing, what you suggest, by what time we should submit our exam?
Okay,
Because
1 minute. There's one feedback from our team. Don't stress. Last time 90% students had no issues in remote. Okay? So don't worry about it. Someone says, if we do not book remote, then what will happen? Then you cannot give your exam.
Ma'am, the credit will be given in your ACC account.
Yeah, I think so. That's automatic. I think.
Yeah, that's automatic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That should be the case. So someone is saying if there is so much of restriction for home base, some of which are not under control. See, y'all are talking of the very exceptional things, but don't worry. I don't think, see, when we are looking at our statistics, if we found that out of 222, the people who got problems, we listed to you. So everyone will not have problems. So don't take it like that, that, you know, you will have a problem and okay, fine. Even if you have a problem, they're giving you back your fees. No, they're allowing you to take back your fees also. So I don't think don't worry. Don't take stress.
Yes, ma'am.
Think everything positively and keep practicing. You will do well. But let me tell you, all of you, please take mock exams. Get, you know, the technical issues out of your head. Don't worry about all that, because in the exam you should only think of technical issues, and if you're good with that, then you will not, when you're thinking of technical issues, let me tell you, in your exam you'll be so engrossed in technical answering of your questions, you will not think of all these things. But see that you test your system, take all these precautions that we told you, you should do well. Don't worry about it. Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
ma'am, just
Yeah.
one advice. By what time you suggest that we should submit our exam? Because it should not happen that time has gone and we didn't submit.
I think exactly when your clock is showing 2 o'clock, you, or whatever, 3 hours, 15 minutes, you'll have to submit it. That's what
And
it
ma'am,
is.
if we miss that by 1 minute or like few seconds, it'll automatically be submitted, right? Nothing will get deleted.
I don't think. Someone says it's not auto submit. System will auto close at cutoff time. System will auto close at cutoff time. That
And
is
if
the
we-
feedback. Okay. Other miscellaneous chapters, are there going to be any revision lectures? Some sort of discussion for some chapters? Yes, for some chapters we will do, but I will let you know later on for some chapters, not for all. It will be auto submitted. Okay.
So if we miss by any like few seconds or a minute,
It is auto
will-
submitted. It is auto submitted. So
At
it is
3,
taken
okay,
off.
at 3 or 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
1 minute. There's one query I just want to ask from EduYash support. There was one query. Someone wanted to know whether he could use his iPad. Can you please reply? I told it's not possible, but can you also confirm it, please? No iPads cannot be used. Next question that they asked was, carry forward of fees, is it to next attempt or any attempt? I felt it is next attempt. Can you please clarify? Any attempt. Okay. All right. Carry forward of fees is for any attempt, not next attempt. Okay. Any other queries?
Any attempt meaning, ma'am, we can schedule it again before the next attempt. I mean, maybe 1 week
Yeah.
later, 2 weeks later?
No,
Will
no,
that
it will be December, then
So
June, then
whenever you have
December,
to
then
book,
June.
see, your exams are only December and June.
Yeah.
So those scheduled exam dates. Okay. And you will get a credit of 117 GBP.
Understood.
Okay. You can get exam credit of 117 GBP. It's student choice. That means you can get a refund or a credit. Is it that way?
It's a credit, ma'am.
But student's choice means what? That means it's
That
credit.
means if
Okay.
they want to take
It's
it
a
in
credit.
December 2021 or the
Yeah,
June
choice.
22 or
Timing is
December
student's
22.
choice.
Yeah.
Timing is student's choice. Okay, okay. Timing is student's choice.
Yeah. So
Correct.
that means, ma'am, this credit has no expiry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say I'll take the credit after 5 years. So the closest. See, it can happen that next attempt you are not well. What do you do? So such things are there. No expiry as per current rules.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Just one question regarding when we are going to start the exam. So we will be getting the invigilator number. So for example, because sometimes we get phone calls on the unknown numbers,
One
like
minute.
companies and all.
1 minute. 1 minute. One of the chat messages told you that when you start the exam, the software of that this thing will be shown to you, and on that you will know with whom you're chatting. The software will come and you can know with whom to chat. 1 minute. Huh?
So,
You will be
so there will
connected
not,
to the Pearson. You will be connected to the Pearson. You will get the Pearson link on your mobile. Download that link and chat.
okay. So there will be no phone call. There will be only chat.
No, only messages. I told you only messages, chatting.
Okay.
Okay. So through that link only you will get. Will we get email from Pearson team? I told you it is only through the mobile. You will download that link and all messages will be shared only through that. The link will be when you start the exam. You will get a Pearson link on your mobile. Download the link. So when you start your exam, I think in that half an hour time when you're sitting, you will get it when you get ready for the exam.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
hello.
tell me.
What
Yes.
if I don't want to chat now and I have some question to answer? Then what will happen in that scenario?
No, but when would you chat?
Like in between the exam, they will message, right?
Now, if you tell me one thing, the invigilator tells you that I can hear sound in your background. That's important, bro, for you to reply.
Okay.
So suppose you postpone it, then the invigilator will not understand your issue maybe. We don't know. So my suggestion is that the moment you get the message, you must reply. So you keep your phone near you, you will get a blink of that message. Not a noise, but a blink or whatever it is that a message has come.
Okay, ma'am.
You're just keeping your phone on silent. So you will get that. Okay. Yes, Girish, I agree to it. But once you know that you have to keep your eye on it, you will keep it. Now we have lots of concerns. But once we know that we have to do it, we will keep our eye. If you tell me, Girish, I'll tell you, most of us, when we are sitting here and our phone is on silent, we are always looking at the phone. We are well aware that there is a message coming. We are so used to it that let me tell you that 90% of the students are used to it. They will go. They will. If you keep your phone near you, definitely you can get this thing.
So, ma'am, just one suggestion, maybe.
Yeah.
If we are not getting any call from the invigilator, in that case, I think we can keep our phone on airplane mode because we will be connected through the internet or the Wi-Fi which we are using.
No, but why? Why do you want to? Why do you want? How do you know that you're not getting a call? Okay. Guys, relax. All these are hypothetical. You won't get a chat request. It will be your chasing the invigilators.
Exactly.
Got it?
Yeah.
So if you have a problem, you will chase them. But only thing is, if there is a noise or something which is disturbing and the invigilator wants to ask you, then
And
you
ma'am,
will
if
have
we
to.
keep it on airplane mode, then they might get suspicious.
They have told you to keep it on silent. So why do you want to
Yeah,
keep anything else?
exactly.
Why
True.
do you want to do something else?
Agree. Yeah.
And in an airplane mode, I'm not sure if you get messages.
No, you don't.
Yeah, and you want to get messages or you want to send messages. So what will happen? Okay. So don't worry. See, y'all are
No, but
talking
if
a
you're
lot of.
connected, your phone is connected to Wi-Fi, then
So what happens if it's connected to Wi-Fi? Okay, I don't want to
no,
take
ma'am.
it.
What
Okay,
I'm saying,
okay,
I mean,
one minute.
if
What
you
I'm
know,
trying to tell you, is there a problem in
if
keeping it
if your
silent?
phone is connected to Wi-Fi,
Is there a problem in keeping it silent? I want to know.
No, ma'am, definitely not.
So keep it, no? Why we want to think of anything else?
But ma'am, we can get some another call, might be from relatives or something.
Don't pick up the call. Don't pick up the call. Don't share. Don't look at messages.
Okay.
No call and no WhatsApp, just a
Yes,
message
nothing.
from
Only open that
Pearson.
phone if there is something that you
From
have to do with
Pearson.
Pearson or if they are giving you a feedback. Don't look for anything else. Now, is there any demo on the Pearson software link how to connect? Invigilator will also give you instructions to check in the check-in period. Don't worry. You can clear your doubts with him. Okay? I don't think there's any demo of the on the Pearson software link on how to connect the exam. How to connect the exam? What is your issue on that? I'm not sure. What exactly is your concern? Yes, Girish, what is your concern about the connecting to the exam? Again, invigilator number will not be shared with you. You have the software and that is, there's a link for messages. You have to just send it to that. You're not supposed to be knowing personally who that invigilator is. So through that only. Can you pick up calls or answer WhatsApp or look at Insta if you were in an exam hall? If you can't do that, why do you want to do it at home? Replicate the scenario at home. Absolutely true. Yes, uninstall your WhatsApp if you feel that's a disturbance. From where can we get a demo or a mock test link? Now, is that link, are you asking the link so that you are going to sit under exam conditions? Is that what you're saying? Do you want the link to replicate the exam? Why do you want to know about the link? What is the purpose of getting the demo? Can you tell me? And again, I'm telling you, out of 222 gave the exam, more than 90% had no issues. So y'all are feeling scared because the first time, nothing to worry about. Somya, you want a demo exam available. A demo exam is go to your
ACCA portal. There is the CBE specimen.
Yeah, go there and try the exam.
Yeah.
There you have the question and answer. Work out, you will know.
I think also there's a Pearson test requirements. You can do it with your system. That will give you how your system will look like when you log into the exam.
There is a test your system, no? You
Yeah,
have to
test
test
your,
your system. In that
yeah,
itself, you will, it is testing your system. In
yeah,
that, they
and
only
it all,
test your system.
yeah, it will test the system and it is giving a screen how it will look like when you log into
Yes.
the exam.
Yes.
Okay. I would
Yeah.
suggest one more thing. If you want, just take a screenshot of this. You have links of various things, but some links that I got, look at these videos to just calm yourself. Take a screenshot of this and try these links. You will understand. You'll be more calm. Okay. So system test is there. Technical requirements is there. System setup guide is there. And booking and support guidance. In these links, you will get, there are some videos where they're explaining maybe more things than I told you also. So have a look at it and calm yourself. Nothing to worry. Okay.
The second one will work for us. I mean, it's from C drive, something like that.
Oh my God, sorry. Just write there, write the heading on your this thing.
Okay.
Write the heading on the YouTube, sorry, on the WhatsApp, and you, I'm so sorry, on Google, and you'll get
Google.
it. Okay. The phone blinks also if we get a normal SMS on our phone, but if we think it's an invigilator message, if we try to check on the phone, would there be a problem? See, I'm telling you, please remove everything, no, on your phones for one day. Remove all those kind of notification symbols that you're putting. Remove everything. And if your phone is on silent, you will be able to make out. Put the do not disturb for other things, whatever is required. Check out with people and you can get that done. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, the next
We
two
will share
sessions
it on the
are
what?
sorry.
1 second. Exam procedure will start once the link is shared with us on mobile. Means we don't have to go do anything to get the link. Yes. Okay. Second one is of yours laptop PDF. Can it be possible to share PDF? Means which one?
Ma'am, the same thing, minimum technical
Minimum technical
requirements,
requirements.
which I think Edush team said that they will share in the WhatsApp.
Okay, okay. I am also having it, so I can give it to you. No problem. I will. 1 second. Let me just. Uh, I can only. No, sorry. I will share it with Eduish. If they don't have it, they'll forward it on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that after the exam, after the session. So if they don't share it, you will get mine through them. Okay. Also, the requirements are available on GC. Yeah. See, if you just type minimum technical requirements for ACCA remote exams, you get everything. Go for frequently asked questions on the remote based exams. There are various things on the ACCA website. Nothing to worry. Everything is there. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, the next two sessions will be on consolidation.
Yes.
Next consecutive, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
If internet by any chance disconnects for a minute, no. Soumya, I told you the internet can close for 1 or 2 minutes, no problem. But if internet goes off for a long time, then your exam can get called off. So just 1-2 minutes and all, nothing to worry. Okay. And these things, that's where we are telling you that try to get a line. Try to get a line, try to get your electricity, your UPS and things like that. Because a main internet problem arises if you don't have a UPS. When electricity goes off, internet goes off. That's an issue that is faced off. Okay. Anything else?
Ma'am, just for the next session,
Yeah.
which standard we will be covering in that next session?
I'm going to cover all the topics on consolidation.
And ma'am, it will be only on Saturdays or Saturday and Sunday both?
Yeah, it will be Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Venkat, there's no session tomorrow. All right. Okay, I think we have more or less solved all your queries. Only you need that article, which I will share with you. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, don't worry.
Thank you.
Exams
Yes.
are not a problem.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, exams are not a problem. Don't worry about it. All the best to all of you. Practice.
Thanks a lot.
And you'll do well. Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.